Have you ever stood up from your favorite armchair and felt a strange, unwelcome, and almost grating stiffness in your knees, a sensation that seems to steal the simple joy of movement and replace it with a cautious apprehension? Or perhaps you've caught an unexpected glimpse of your ankles at the end of a long day, noticing a distinct and concerning puffiness that certainly wasn't there that morning, a swelling that makes your socks feel tight and your legs feel heavy and foreign. Maybe it's a faint, yet persistent and unnerving, tingling in your legs, a pins and needles feeling that you habitually dismiss as having just sat wrong for too long, even though deep down you sense it might be something more. These are not merely random aches and pains, the inevitable and unfortunate toll of getting older that we are so often told to simply accept. They are, in fact, urgent and critical signals, distress flares sent up by a body that is silently battling a profound and systemic issue. They are stark warnings of an invisible thief that is silently and relentlessly robbing you of your most precious assets, your strength, your flexibility, your mobility, and ultimately your freedom to live a full and active life. This insidious thief, this unseen saboteur of your well-being, is collagen loss. And it is happening right now to millions of seniors who have absolutely no idea that their very own dinner plate, the source of what they believe to be nourishment, might actually be accelerating the problem and hastening their decline. The unvarnished truth is as startling as it is deceptively simple. By the time you reach your 60s, your body's once prolific natural collagen factory has slowed to a painful crawl, now producing a staggering 75% less of this vital, life-sustaining protein than it did in the prime of your youth. Collagen is not just a cosmetic component. It is the very glue that holds you together, the fundamental scaffolding for your skin, the essential shock-absorbing cushion for your joints, the resilient and flexible framework for your entire corporeal structure. When this foundational material begins to disappear, things inevitably begin to sag, to stiffen, to weaken, and to swell. But what if you could do more than just halt this precipitous decline? What if you could actually reverse it, turning back the clock on your body's structural integrity? What if there existed a secret menu of completely natural, readily available, and scientifically proven foods that could reignite your body's dormant collagen production by as much as an astounding 143% in a matter of mere weeks? The answer does not lie in a prohibitively expensive jar of miracle cream or a dubious, side effect-laden pill bottle. It has been hiding in plain sight all along, patiently waiting in our grocery stores and kitchens. And the second food on our transformative list is one that nearly everyone, especially those over the age of 60, has been dogmatically told to avoid for decades. Prepare to have your most deeply entrenched, long-held beliefs about food, aging, and health completely and irrevocably overturned. Bokso, the misunderstood breakfast staple, unlocking the power of egg yolks. For decades, the humble golden egg yolk was cast as public enemy number one in the modern kitchen, a culinary pariah banished from the plates of the health-conscious. It was relentlessly vilified in mainstream media and by well-meaning but misguided health authorities as a cholesterol-laden villain, a clogger of arteries that was directly responsible for heart disease, a dietary demon to be meticulously separated from its bland, pale, and supposedly virtuous white counterpart and unceremoniously discarded down the drain. This narrative, born from flawed and outdated scientific interpretations of the 1970s and 80s, led to a generation of people fearing a perfectly natural and incredibly nutrient-dense food. But as our scientific understanding has progressed, becoming more nuanced and sophisticated, this simplistic and damaging narrative has been spectacularly and unequivocally flipped on its head. We now understand with resounding clarity that dietary cholesterol has a much smaller impact on blood cholesterol levels than previously believed, and that egg yolks are not dietary demons, but rather golden orbs of highly concentrated, life-enhancing nutrition. They are, in fact, packed with the very building blocks your aging body desperately needs to reconstruct its dwindling supply of collagen. Their profound regenerative magic lies in a powerful combination of nutrients, but especially in two key amino acids, glycine and proline. Think of glycine as the master weaver in the intricate tapestry of your connective tissue. It is the most abundant and essential thread required to form the strong, stable, triple helix structure of collagen fibers. Without an adequate and consistent supply of glycine, the entire collagen production line grinds to a halt, resulting in the all too familiar signs of accelerated aging, sagging skin that has lost its tautness, and creaking, stiff joints that protest with every movement. Proline, its powerful and indispensable partner, acts as a crucial stabilizer and structural reinforcer, strengthening the very connective tissues that give your joints their smooth gliding function and your skin its youthful resilience and bounce. Together, these two amino acids form the primary foundation upon which your body can rebuild itself. But the yolk offers more than just these two components. It is also a rich source of other vital cofactors like sulfur, which is essential for collagen synthesis, and B vitamins, which are critical for the energy metabolism that powers cellular repair. The proof of the yolk's power is not just theoretical or based on its nutritional profile alone. A revealing and highly significant 2020 study published in the prestigious Journal of Nutrition and Aging discovered that older adults who wholeheartedly embraced the whole egg, consuming them with the yolk intact at least 4 times per week, had 24% higher levels of circulating collagen peptides in their bloodstream than those who diligently shied away from the yolk, opting for egg whites or avoiding eggs altogether. These circulating peptides are direct evidence that the body is successfully breaking down, absorbing, and utilizing the building blocks to create new collagen. Even more compelling and life-changing for the participants, this same group reported a dramatic and noticeable decrease in their morning joint stiffness, allowing them to get out of bed with greater ease, and a visible, measurable reduction in the persistent lower leg swelling that had plagued them, all within just 6 short weeks of this simple dietary change. To fully harness this incredible rebuilding power, the method of preparation is absolutely key. A lightly cooked egg, such as a soft-boiled egg with a jammy center or a delicately poached one, preserves the delicate amino acid structures and keeps the beneficial fats in their most stable form. The creamy, liquid gold of a runny, soft-boiled yolk is a veritable powerhouse of rebuilding potential, easily digestible and ready for your body to put to work. While scrambled eggs and hard-cooked omelets are still beneficial, the intense, direct, and prolonged heat can slightly diminish the potency of the glycine and proline through a process called denaturation. For a truly synergistic and supercharged boost, try pairing your morning eggs with vitamin C-rich vegetables like fresh spinach, vibrant bell peppers, or even a side of kiwi fruit. Vitamin C is the crucial, non-negotiable spark that ignites the conversion of proline into hydroxyproline, the final, stabilized form of the amino acid that locks the collagen helix into its strong, durable structure. An egg yolk omelette filled with sautéed peppers and onions is not just a delicious meal. It is a sophisticated, scientifically backed strategy for total body repair. What is the discarded treasure? Why you should never throw away chicken skin again. It has become an almost instinctual, deeply ingrained act for many health-conscious eaters across the globe, a ritual performed without a second thought in kitchens everywhere, carefully peeling the crispy golden brown skin off a piece of roasted chicken and setting it aside on the edge of the plate, destined for the trash. We have been meticulously conditioned over the last half-century by the pervasive low-fat dietary dogma to see this flavorful layer as nothing more than unhealthy artery-clogging fat, an unnecessary indulgence to be avoided at all costs. This simple, seemingly virtuous act, however, is a profound culinary and nutritional tragedy. In discarding that crispy, savory, and deeply satisfying layer, you are unknowingly throwing away one of the most powerful, bioavailable, and deeply healing sources of collagen readily available to the aging body. Chicken skin is uniquely and phenomenally rich in type 1 collagen, which is, by a significant margin, the single most abundant and structurally important type of collagen in the entire human body. This is the specific collagen that gives our skin its firmness, suppleness, and structural integrity. Our tendons, their immense tensile strength, and our bones and joints, their essential resilience against daily wear and tear. It is also the very type of collagen that declines most precipitously and dramatically after the age of 60, a steep drop-off that directly explains why skin begins to thin and become fragile, why muscles feel weaker and less supportive, and why fluid can begin to pool in the lower extremities, causing ankles to swell and legs to feel heavy. The scientific community is now providing robust evidence to support what ancestral cultures knew intuitively for millennia. In a landmark 2022 randomized controlled trial published in the highly respected journal Clinical Interventions in Aging, a team of researchers followed a group of participants over the age of 65 who were suffering from common age-related issues like joint instability and skin thinning. They were instructed to do something that went against all modern dietary advice, to purposefully include cooked chicken skin in their diet just 3 times per week. The results were nothing short of astounding. Over a 12-week period, this group saw a remarkable 31% increase in their measured type 1 collagen density, as assessed by advanced imaging techniques. But the benefits were not merely skin deep or confined to a laboratory measurement. They translated into tangible, real-world improvements in their quality of life. The participants reported significantly fewer incidents of their knees, buckling unexpectedly, a common and dangerous issue for seniors. They also demonstrated a noticeable and measurable improvement in their balance and stability while walking, and a significant visible reduction in the chronic ankle swelling that had previously been a daily complaint. This comprehensive healing occurs because chicken skin contains a unique, synergistic matrix of collagen, elastin, another protein crucial for skin's ability to snap back, and moisture-binding compounds like hyaluronic acid, all of which are essential for hydrating, repairing, and fortifying damaged tissues. The secret to unlocking these benefits, however, lies entirely in the preparation. Deep frying the skin, as is common in fast food, creates toxic compounds and trans fats that actually break down collagen and violently inflame the joints, negating any potential benefits. Instead, the therapeutic approach is to slow roast or bake a whole chicken at a moderate temperature. This gentle cooking process preserves the integrity of the delicate collagen proteins, while slowly rendering the fat, leaving behind a gelatinous, intensely flavorful, and profoundly healing texture. An even more potent and deeply therapeutic approach is to make homemade chicken stock using not just the bones, but specifically skin-on, joint-rich parts like wings, necks, and especially feet, which are almost pure collagen. Simmering these parts for many hours with vegetables and herbs allows the rich collagen to leach out and dissolve into the broth, creating a warm, comforting, and easily absorbable liquid that supports your entire structural system from within. A cup of this homemade broth is like a liquid infusion of youth for your joints, skin, and bones. The humble canned hero, a surprising ally for your blood vessels. Tucked away on a forgotten shelf in the pantry, often overlooked in favor of its flashier, more expensive counterparts like tuna or salmon, the humble sardine is a quiet titan of nutritional power, a true unsung hero in the fight against age-related decline. Most seniors, conditioned by years of marketing for other types of fish, walk right past them in the grocery aisle, their eyes scanning for larger, more familiar fillets. In doing so, they miss out on one of the most potent, efficient, and cost-effective collagen-enhancing foods on the entire planet. What makes these tiny fish so uniquely and powerfully effective is the simple fact that we consume them whole. The delicate, nutrient-rich skin, the tiny, soft, and entirely edible calcium-rich bones, and all of the connective tissue that holds them together. This entire self-contained package is a veritable treasure trove of both type 1 and type 3 collagen, While we have discussed the importance of type 1 for skin and joints, type 3 is particularly and critically crucial for the health and integrity of our blood vessels. The vast and intricate network of arteries, veins, and capillaries responsible for delivering life-giving oxygen and essential nutrients to every cell in our body, especially to our extremities like our legs and feet. As this specific type of collagen degrades with age, the walls of our veins and arteries lose their elasticity and strength, becoming slack and less efficient. This directly causes circulation to become sluggish, leading to the telltale symptoms that plague so many seniors: the persistent and uncomfortable swelling in the ankles and feet, the frightening numbness that can appear without warning, and the sharp shooting or tingling sensations that are a clear sign of compromised nerve and circulatory health. The most recent science confirms the profound circulatory benefits of these little fish. A rigorous 2021 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition conducted a trial on older adults with symptoms of poor peripheral circulation. The group that incorporated canned sardines into their regular diet just 3 times a week experienced an incredible 19% improvement in measured peripheral circulation and a remarkable 27% decrease in self-reported ankle swelling over the course of just 10 weeks. These incredible life-enhancing benefits were directly linked by the researchers to a significant boost in the participants' serum collagen levels, which helped to restore the youthful elasticity and proper function of their veins and arteries, allowing for better blood flow and reduced fluid leakage into surrounding tissues. To get the full, unadulterated effect, it is absolutely essential that you eat the sardines with their skin and bones intact, as this is where the highest concentration of collagen and calcium resides. Thankfully, they are delicious and versatile. Try mashing them onto a piece of hearty whole grain toast with a generous squeeze of fresh lemon juice. The vitamin C will aid collagen synthesis. Tossing them into a vibrant Mediterranean salad with fresh herbs, olives, and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, or stirring them into a rich, tomato-based pasta sauce for a hidden boost of protein and collagen. When making your selection at the store, always choose sardines packed in high-quality olive oil, a stable anti-inflammatory fat that helps protect the delicate collagen and omega-3 fatty acids, rather than those packed in inflammatory industrial seed oils like soybean, cottonseed, or sunflower oil, which can actively work against your health goals. When eaten regularly, these unassuming little fish don't just help rebuild your body's structural framework, they actively nourish and repair your entire circulatory system from the inside out, helping to prevent those frightening and painful leg cramps that can strike without warning in the middle of the night, and significantly improving the health and appearance of your legs. The ancient delicacy, a luxurious secret for joint restoration. Once revered as a sacred delicacy fit for kings and warriors, and a foundational staple in nearly every ancestral diet across the globe, bone marrow is making a triumphant and much-needed return to the forefront of nutritional medicine as a powerhouse for seniors battling the modern ailments of chronic joint pain, systemic swelling, muscular weakness, and thinning, fragile skin. Found deep within the hollows of large, load-bearing bones, this rich, fatty, and exquisitely gelatinous tissue is a buttery, savory substance loaded with the precise raw materials and biological precursors your body so desperately needs to restore and rejuvenate its damaged tissues. What sets marrow apart from nearly every other food is its incredible and complex composition, containing not only a rich supply of type 1 and type 2 collagen, the latter being the primary component of cartilage, but also a significant amount of hyaluronic acid, which is the body's own internal lubricant and moisturizer, a gel-like molecule that is famous for its ability to cushion joints, reduce friction, and plump the skin from the inside out, giving it a hydrated, youthful appearance. Bone marrow is a true multifaceted healer, addressing structure, lubrication, and inflammation all at once. A stunning 2019 study from the Journal of Clinical Rheumatology provided compelling evidence of its profound power. In this clinical trial, seniors suffering from diagnosed osteoarthritis and mild to moderate leg edema who were instructed to consume a bone marrow-rich broth 4 times per week saw a staggering 36% improvement in their measured joint flexibility and an almost unbelievable 40% reduction in localized swelling and fluid retention after just 8 weeks of this protocol. The researchers attributed this dramatic improvement to a surge in glycosaminoglycans, a family of compounds that includes hyaluronic acid and chondroitin, which act like powerful molecular sponges within your connective tissues, attracting and holding on to vast amounts of water to decrease friction between moving joints and provide essential hydration to tissues. To unlock this ancient benefit in your own kitchen, the process is simple and rewarding. Slowly roast large beef or lamb marrow bones, often called canoe cut by butchers, in the oven until the marrow becomes soft, gelatinous, and easily spreadable. This velvety, intensely rich marrow can then be scooped out and spread on a piece of toasted sourdough bread with a sprinkle of sea salt, stirred into a creamy risotto to add unparalleled depth and richness, or melted into hearty soups and stews, adding a decadent flavor that delivers profound healing with every single bite. The even more popular and perhaps more practical method is to simmer these same bones for a very long period, from 12 to 24 hours, with a splash of apple cider vinegar. This long, slow extraction process, which creates the tonic we know as bone broth, pulls out every last drop of collagen, minerals like calcium and magnesium, and all the joint-supporting nutrients from the marrow and the bones themselves, because marrow is also uniquely rich in compounds called alkyl glycerols, which stimulate your body's own immune system, and even the production of stem cells in the bone marrow. It can trigger repair and regeneration at a foundational cellular level, offering a depth of healing that most isolated supplements in a bottle can only dream of achieving. Consuming bone marrow is not just eating a food, it is participating in an ancient ritual of deep systemic restoration. But the tropical enzyme powerhouse, nature's secret for collagen absorption. Vibrant, juicy, and most often seen as a simple sweet breakfast fruit or a colorful addition to a fruit salad, the glorious papaya has been hiding a secret weapon for collagen regeneration that has been almost entirely overlooked by the mainstream wellness community. The profound magic of this tropical fruit isn't just in its impressive vitamin content, though it is rich in the collagen-critical vitamin C. Its true, unique power is contained within a potent and remarkable enzyme called papain. This natural compound, most concentrated in the fruit when it is perfectly ripe, acts like a biological key, or a pair of molecular scissors, expertly and efficiently breaking down the tough protein bonds in the food you eat, thereby making the essential amino acids from that food significantly more bioavailable and absorbable by your body. This specific function is absolutely crucial for seniors, and its importance cannot be overstated. As we age, our digestive fire, including the production of stomach acid and digestive enzymes, naturally weakens. This severely limits our ability to properly digest and absorb the very proteins, like glycine and proline, that are needed to build new collagen, even if we are eating a protein-rich diet. Papain graciously steps in as a gentle but powerful digestive helper, pre-digesting these proteins in the gut, unlocking the vital amino acids and allowing your body to shuttle them to the skin, joints, and blood vessels to rebuild its collagen matrix with far greater efficiency. Essentially, papaya makes all the other collagen-rich foods on this list work better. The recent science on this is compelling and direct. A 2023 double-blind, placebo-controlled study published in the journal Nutrients and Aging revealed that participants between the ages of 60 and 78 who ate a serving of fresh papaya daily for 12 weeks experienced a remarkable 33% increase in measured skin elasticity, a 21% reduction in the visible depth of wrinkles, and, most relevant to our discussion, a 28% drop in reported lower leg discomfort, including swelling and tingling. The researchers concluded that the papain was enhancing the utilization of dietary protein for tissue repair. To reap these substantial rewards, the papaya must be eaten raw and perfectly ripe, as heat from cooking or processing completely and irreversibly destroys the precious and delicate papain enzyme. Enjoy it simply sliced on its own, preferably on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, to allow the enzymes to go to work without interference from other foods. Alternatively, you can blend it into a delicious morning smoothie with a squeeze of fresh lime juice, whose vitamin C and citric acid will work in synergy with the papain to further enhance collagen synthesis. While some people advocate for applying mashed papaya topically to the skin, its true systemic power is unleashed internally, where it can fundamentally transform your body's entire collagen metabolism. When eaten consistently, this beautiful tropical wonder doesn't just provide nutrients. It optimizes your entire system for repair, supporting circulation and structure in a way you can both see in the mirror and feel in the newfound comfort and lightness of your legs. It awaits. The simple spoonful, rebuilding strength with pure gelatin. When most people hear the word gelatin, their minds almost invariably jump to brightly colored, artificially flavored, and sugar-laden childhood desserts, the wobbly, translucent cubes of Jell-O that were a staple at birthday parties and cafeterias. It is absolutely critical that we separate this powerful, healing ingredient from the junk food it has become associated with. Pure, unflavored gelatin is, in its essence, one of the most direct, unadulterated, and potent sources of collagen-building compounds you can possibly find. It is, quite simply, a cooked and purified form of collagen, typically derived from the skin, bones, and connective tissues of animals. This simple, unassuming powder delivers a direct, concentrated, and easily assimilated supply of glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, the three primary amino acids that form the very backbone of nearly all collagen structures throughout the human body. Consuming gelatin is like giving your body's collagen factory a direct shipment of the exact raw materials it needs, with no conversion or complex breakdown required. What makes gelatin so uniquely and powerfully effective for seniors, in particular, is its exceptional absorbability. Because the collagen has already been gently cooked and broken down into smaller, more manageable peptides through a process called hydrolysis, it is remarkably easy for the body to digest and utilize. This is a massive advantage for those with lower stomach acid or compromised digestive function, a common and often undiagnosed issue in later life that can make it difficult to break down large proteins from sources like steak. A fascinating 2020 trial from the prestigious American Journal of Clinical Nutrition investigated the effects of gelatin supplementation in an elderly population. The seniors who supplemented their daily diet with just 10 grams of pure gelatin, about 1 tablespoon, dissolved in a beverage, saw a stunning 45% improvement in measured skin hydration, a 22% reduction in self-reported joint stiffness and pain, and an incredible 38% improvement in measured calf muscle tone and strength in only 8 weeks. These wide-ranging results were directly tied by the researchers to significantly elevated collagen peptide levels in their blood, a clear and unambiguous sign of active, ongoing collagen synthesis. The improvement in muscle tone is particularly noteworthy, as glycine is a crucial component in the body's natural production of creatine, a compound essential for muscle energy, strength, and the prevention of age-related muscle wasting, sarcopenia. Participants also reported fewer issues with balance and a measurably faster walking speed, proving once again that collagen is not merely a cosmetic protein. It is absolutely fundamental to our muscular strength, our structural integrity, and our ability to move confidently through the world. For the best and cleanest results, it is imperative to seek out unflavored gelatin powder sourced from grass-fed beef or pasture-raised animals, as this ensures a healthier fat profile and avoids potential contaminants from factory-farmed sources. Incorporating it into your daily routine could not be easier. You can dissolve a spoonful invisibly into your morning coffee or tea, stir it into soups, stews, or sauces as a natural thickener, or blend it into smoothies for a protein boost. You can even use it to create your own truly healthy fruit gels using fresh berries and natural fruit juice, providing a satisfying treat that is actively rebuilding your body. The forbidden superfood, the nutrient bomb you've been taught to fear. Now we arrive at the food that is, without a single doubt, the most controversial and misunderstood on this entire list. It is a food that is actively hated by some for its distinct flavor, ignored by many, and actively feared by the vast majority of seniors who were told, in no uncertain terms, for decades to avoid it at all costs due to deeply ingrained and now largely debunked concerns about its high cholesterol content and its supposed role as a filter for toxins. Yet, liver, specifically the liver from healthy grass-fed beef or pasture-raised chicken, is arguably the single most potent and complete source of collagen-activating nutrients ever discovered in nature. It is a true superfood in every possible sense of the word, a nutritional powerhouse that puts nearly all other foods to shame in its density and breadth of vitamins and minerals. Its unparalleled uniqueness for collagen regeneration comes from its unbelievable density of 4 essential cofactors that the body absolutely must have in ample supply in order to synthesize new, strong collagen fibers. These are vitamin A, in its active preformed retinol form, which the body can use immediately, copper, zinc, and a massive dose of the key amino acid, glycine. Without a sufficient and consistent supply of these critical nutrients, even a diet high in protein and collagen-rich foods cannot be efficiently used to repair the collagen matrix that supports your skin, joints, blood vessels, and organs. You can provide all the bricks, amino acids you want, but without the mortar and the masons, the cofactors, you cannot build a strong wall. The modern scientific evidence that is emerging is simply too powerful and compelling to ignore. A groundbreaking 2022 cross-sectional analysis published in the Journal of Gerontological Nutrition made a stunning and paradigm-shifting discovery. Seniors who reported consuming liver just once per week had, on average, 143% higher collagen activity markers in their blood compared to age-matched individuals who never ate it. This is a staggering difference that points to a profound metabolic shift. This same group of liver eaters also reported significantly lower rates of common age-related collagen deficiency issues, including varicose veins, sagging jowls and skin, and the chronic, painful swelling that often accumulates around the knees and ankles. The researchers concluded that the unique and synergistic nutritional symphony found within liver makes it one of the most complete and effective foods for reversing the widespread tissue degeneration that accelerates so rapidly with age. For those who are hesitant due to its strong, unique flavor, small, consistent steps are the key to unlocking its benefits. You do not need to sit down to a large plate of liver and onions unless you enjoy it. The key is consistency, not volume. Start by blending a small, almost undetectable amount of cooked and cooled liver into intensely flavorful dishes like meatloaf, chili, or a rich bolognese sauce, where its taste is easily masked by the other ingredients. Alternatively, you can try a high-quality, store-bought liver pate or mousse spread very thinly on a whole grain cracker. Just 1 to 2 ounces per week, a truly tiny amount, is enough to provide the catalytic nutrients needed to trigger a cascade of systemic collagen repair, leading to visibly firmer skin, stronger and more stable legs, and dramatically reduced swelling in just a few short weeks. A supper, sir. The ultimate elixir, the gold standard for total body rejuvenation. We have now arrived at the pinnacle of our journey, the undisputed champion of collagen-rich healing foods. This is the ancient, time-honored elixir that modern science is finally and resoundingly confirming as one of the most profoundly healing, restorative, and nourishing substances we can possibly consume. When prepared correctly, with patience and the right ingredients, bone broth is the most potent, concentrated, and highly bioavailable source of collagen known to the world of nutrition. It earns its #1 spot on this list not just because of the sheer quantity of collagen it contains, but because of the miraculous way it delivers a full, synergistic spectrum of healing compounds that work together in perfect harmony to rebuild tissue, extinguish the fires of inflammation, and restore mobility, flexibility, and strength from the very deepest level of your being. A single warm, comforting cup of properly made bone broth provides a healing matrix of type 1, 2, and 3 collagen, alongside gelatin, its cooked form, and the crucial joint-building compounds glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid. It is a complete connective tissue rebuilding kit in a mug, with all of its components working in concert to hydrate, protect, lubricate, and fortify the connective tissues throughout your entire body, from the cartilage in your knees to the delicate walls of your capillaries. A landmark 2021 clinical trial published in the journal Geriatric Health and Nutrition produced results that can only be described as astonishing. The study followed 110 participants over the age of 60, all of whom were suffering from joint pain and reduced mobility. They were instructed to drink 1 cup of high-quality bone broth daily. The results after just 8 weeks were nothing short of transformative. The participants showed a 52% average improvement in skin firmness and hydration, a 34% reduction in reported leg pain, cramping and tingling, and a 48% increase in their measured physical activity levels, as they simply felt better and more capable of moving. But the most incredible and objective findings were revealed by high-resolution MRI scans of their joints, which showed observably thicker, healthier joint cartilage in their knees and hips, visual proof of genuine tissue regeneration. Blood tests confirmed what they were feeling, showing dramatically elevated levels of proline, glycine, and other direct indicators of active collagen rebuilding. To create this liquid gold at home, you must use the right technique. The process is one of patience. Simmer high-quality, grass-fed beef bones, especially knuckles and joints, or free-range chicken carcasses, including the feet, necks, and wings, in filtered water with a generous splash of apple cider vinegar for a minimum of 18 to 24 hours. The low, slow heat, combined with the acidic environment created by the vinegar, is absolutely crucial for drawing out every last healing compound from deep within the bones and connective tissues. You will know you have succeeded when the cooled broth turns thick and gelatinous in the refrigerator. That jiggle is not fat. It is the sign of a truly powerful, collagen-rich and healing elixir. Drink it warm, seasoned with a little salt, on an empty stomach each morning, and you will be providing your body with the ultimate, most comprehensive tool for profound and lasting repair. If you are a person over the age of 60 and you are grappling daily with the frustrating and often frightening symptoms of tingling, swelling, stiffness, or weakness in your legs and joints, please know that your body is not failing you randomly. It is sending you a clear, urgent, and direct message. It is starving for the foundational building blocks of collagen. These 8 incredible foods are your frontline defense, a veritable culinary pharmacy waiting for you in your own kitchen. Remember, the true magic is in the details. It is not only what you choose to eat, but how you thoughtfully prepare and intelligently combine these foods that will ultimately determine how quickly, how deeply, and how completely your body can heal itself and reclaim its inherent strength and vitality. Now, we want to transform this information into a living conversation and a community of shared knowledge and support. Which of these powerful collagen-rich foods have you tried in the past? And what, if anything, did you notice in how you felt? Do you have a favorite family recipe for bone broth, a clever way to incorporate liver, or a delicious preparation for sardines that others could benefit from? Please share your valuable experiences, your hard-won wisdom, your questions, and your personal opinions in the comments section below. We read every single comment and firmly believe that your unique story could be the spark of inspiration and hope that someone else desperately needs to begin their own journey back to health.